pick it up a little bit, honey. There's all kinds of things to do in Tennessee, but next time, let's take the pink Cadillac.
This time on Tennessee Crossroads, I'll take you to Clarkrange for a visit to an old-time general store that also has a taste of the 50s. Al Vex makes a return visit to the home of Freestone Pottery in Gainesboro. Rob Wiles enjoys a serving of fine food and good music in Brighton. And Susan Wazen visits one of the oldest working farms in Williamson County. Works for me, and I hope it will you too. I'm Joe Elmore. Welcome to another Tennessee Crossroads. If you should exit Interstate 40 East near Crossville and find yourself on Highway 127 North, you'll find our first destination. You can't miss it. What is it? Well, the owners might call it just a place to find old stuff. It's actually an old general store, frozen in time, where you can buy memories from the past and a taste of the 50s while you're there.
People walk in and they said, oh, I remember my granddaddy had a store like this, and they come in and they go, I remember the smell and the creak of the floor and this and that. And it just brings them back, and they have a good time in here. They enjoy it. Memories.
Head north of I-40 East someday, and Highway 127 will carry you to this magic place from the past. The Cumberland Mountain General Store. Almost unchanged from its first day of business back in the 1920s. Ron and Lana Jones put their passion for antiques and yard sales to good use when they bought this place the first time. You see, they ran it for a few years, then moved back to Florida to take care of ailing parents. However, something magic about this store kept begging them to come back.
It felt like it was crying out, and we answered the cry.
Visitors come from all over the country to visit this old landmark where just about everything is old, including the fixtures.
When we roll this, that's when people said, you really do have an old register. We use that. We've never gone electronic with that. This is the original old register in the store.
If the merchandise you see isn't antique, well, it's at least a faithful reproduction. You'll discover everything from genuine horehound candy to an old mailbox door that looks pretty nifty. And if you lose your marbles on the way here, you can get a pouch for $3.50. And everything's for sale.
Most everything, except me and my husband. Other than that, we'll sell anything. Some people are shopping for antiques and furniture, and some are traveling, so they want to take something back to Grandma or Aunt Sue. People in the area, they want furniture for their houses. A little of everything, I don't know. It's just, and I guess that's what makes the store come together. It's just a little bit of everything. There is a call and a need for old flour sacks. You can't find them anymore. The mills are gone, and they just don't manufacture them anymore in sacks. So we took a lot of designs from old flour sacks, and we created our own and created our own business from these sacks, and we ship them out all over the United States. These are vintage flour sacks. They're from General Mills, probably from the 1940s or 50s. They were actually filled with flour, shipped overseas. A lot of it's still shipped. Now that you've got an unsewn sack there. But people make the old, they're called dress print flour sacks, and they actually make clothes, aprons, and all that from them. Now, in the old days, you had to wear them.
You had to wear them.
You had to wear these. That's the only way you got pretty new dresses.
If visitors aren't amazed enough at the mass of memorabilia inside the general store, they will be when they walk into another era out back.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Yes, welcome back to the 50s and to the Rockabilly Diner where we found Ron Jones happily slaving over a hot grill.
This is the hardest work I've ever done in my life. I never worked a restaurant or anything, but I know what food's supposed to taste like.
And his secret to a better burger?
Hot, it's just quality food.
With its vintage fixtures, the soda fountain looks like the real deal from the 50s. And thanks to Ron's rare recipe book, so are the fountain's sweet treats.
It's a 1947 four-star fountain service from Borden's Ice Cream. You couldn't buy it, you had to be a Borden's Ice Cream soda fountain. I just had to fight somebody for it on eBay, and it's actually all of the old recipes, and that's what we use. We make them just like they did in 1947. I had to search around to get the right malt, to make a malt that had to be the powdered malt. Chocolate milkshakes we were talking about have more than just chocolate and ice cream in it. There's little secrets that make them taste right.
The diner's a place where a youngster can experience the bygone joy of spinning on a stool while awaiting a real fountain-made malt or chocolate soda. Where older folks can come to reminisce while the owners enjoy serving up memories.
It's not the money, it's not anything, it's everybody laughing and having a good time. And not to be philosophical, but today there's too much bad on the news anyway. So they can escape here. They can come in here and listen to music and just forget everything. And if you were in here a while ago, you notice that perfect strangers just sit there and start talking to each other because the atmosphere allows it.
Sounds like it's almost time to go. Whether you come to browse through the antiques and unusual nostalgic novelties in the store, or to take in one of their gigantic banana splits in the diner, you'll no doubt leave this place with more than just some merchandise or a full stomach.
We like helping other people have fun. That's really what makes it all worthwhile.
Now, if you don't find what you're looking for inside the store, Ron's got several buildings out back filled with, yep, old stuff. Speaking of old stuff, Tennessee Crossroads first hit the airwaves in 1986.